Hi, my name's Amanda. I'm a coach and a trance channel, and welcome to my weekly series called Guided and Grounded. This series is an experience in two parts. Part one is a channeled message from the spirit guides, and I've set the intention for this message to be received by you, both when you're both if it's meant to be and when it's meant to be. And the second half of this experience is going to be some sort of guided um, energy healing session where whatever message comes through, they then want to take you through an experience of observing a belief system, a thought, or some sort of energy inside of you, inside of your mind and your body, and then taken through an experience of integrating it and releasing it in order to shift your energy. So not only are you going to be receiving a message today that's meant for you at this time, but you're also going to be guided in terms of what to do with that information, how to integrate it and release it. And so the way this typically works is I close my eyes, I tune in to the guides. I've invited them all to be here with me already, and I just let the message come through, and it tends to come through in chunks. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to close my eyes now and see what they want you to hear today. Okay. All right. They always start with some sort of image. And so I'm just going to describe what I'm seeing, and then slowly they build on the meaning behind this image and what they want you to take away from it. And so they're immediately kind of zooming up out of the Earth's atmosphere, and I'm being shown just expansive space, all of the stars and the planets and meteorites and particles of rock and energy just kind of existing in space. But this feeling of huge expansiveness and quiet and almost like a giant void where as you come up off of the ground, off of the earth, and move up towards the heavens and up out of the earth's atmosphere and into space, all of the quiet, all of the chaos and the frenetic energy that is existing on the ground kind of disperses. And now there's just this empty, quiet environment that you're just floating in space. Okay. What do you guys want them to know about this? They're saying that this quiet, empty, expansive, peaceful energy environment exists inside of you. However, you've been so caught up in the frequencies that exist on the ground in day-to-day life that you have forgotten how to access this this quiet, peaceful way of feeling inside of you. Okay, where else do you want to go with this? And today is going to be about coming back to that. So they're getting right to the point today. This is something that you've been trying to access, is this sense of peaceful tranquility inside of you, but it's been difficult to get there. You haven't either been able to or known how to. And you keep trying, they're showing me that you're trying to jump up and out of this existence, out of your body, out of this earth life, and you're trying to kind of like expel yourself up and out in order to access it. But what? But they want to show you a different way. Rather than thinking about going up and out of you, out of this earth life, out of your human reality and existence in order to get there, which is, I think, the way we try to go about it without realizing it. They want you to witness and observe how it can be accessed by going in instead. So rather than up and out, it's in. Okay, where do you want to go from here? They're immediately zooming into the heart space area. And they're showing this heart center in your physical body as the sun. And this is the center of your universe. It's this sun kind of expelling frequency and energy and light and warmth out of you, out of your core, out of your center. And your physical body is representative of the rest of the solar system, the rest of the galaxy, how the even the Milky Way, the further into the center of it you go, the more light is focused there. And it's the same with, they want you to imagine it being the same with you. The center of your light, the center of your energy, of your brightness, of your aliveness is here. It's not out there somewhere. It's actually inside of the core of you. Okay, what else? There's a fear, though, of going there, and that is what is blocking you. There is either a conscious or unconscious fear there, which is leading to the avoidance of going in. There's this unconscious knowing that you might have that if you were to allow yourself to go in order to find the peace and the tranquility that you're searching for, that instead what you're going to find is pain and fear and doubt and shame. And so rather than slowing down, tuning your focus in towards the center of you, the core of you, the heart of you, you are focused on moving your attention out instead, bypassing this, bypassing you, and instead focusing out there. And and what? And all that you witness when you do that is more of the same chaotic energy that you are then taking in and taking on as your own. Because each and every single one of us are sort of mirroring back to one another the same fear. None, none of us are taking the time that we need to slow down and turn in because we all have that same fear in doing so. And that fear is then just being reverberated back and forth amongst one another. And that's why we're feeling that. That's why we're feeling that chaotic, frenetic, fearful uncertainty energy is because we're just well, it's not, I'm too scared to go in. Is it out? Is it there? Is it with you? Is it over here? Is it over there? And they're doing the same thing. I can't go in, so it must be out. Do you have it? Is it over here? Is it with you? Is it with them? And we're just kind of bouncing and reverberating that fearfulness off of each other. And and the answer is to cut it all off and turn around and go in instead. And the fear, the true fear is the fear of who you believe that you are. And that is ultimately what's being avoided here. There is a belief system inside of you that's dictating that this fear is valid, that there's a belief system about you that you're not willing to confront yet. And there's so much fear around looking at it because if you allow yourself to look at it, the the pain, the unworthiness, the shame is just going to be way too strong. And so it's like touching a hot stove. It's like every time you kind of give yourself permission to just for like a second, like open the curtains, you're like, close them right away because you catch a glimpse of that pain and you're like, no, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel that. That's too hot. And what they're saying is that if you never give yourself permission to ease down, ease in, you're always going to have this difficulty in accessing the peace that you want. And you're never going to have the opportunity to dismember what this belief system is and where it's coming from and shifting it because your belief system about who you are was created where? Was created, what do you want to say about that? It wasn't created by you, but it was observed by those around you, and you decided that you must take it on. Why? In order to feel safe. And why would taking on a belief system that you're feeling around you allow you to feel safe? Because if you feel what everybody else is feeling, then you feel part of the tribe. It was and this goes way back to very early childhood, perhaps even infancy. You were feeling the energy of the people around you, their emotions. Maybe you weren't understanding it consciously, but in our very early age, we are so receptive. We just take it all in. And this unconscious, subconscious part of you felt it from the people around you and said, I want to belong. I want to feel safe and protected. I want to be a part of the family, a part of the group, a part of the tribe, the community. And so in order for me to feel like I belong, I must feel what they feel too. And then we will be together and I won't be alone. I won't have to feel like I'm alone in feeling something different. Interesting. Okay. And so what they want you to witness now is that you've been operating with this belief system about who you are, which was never who you are in the first place. And now you've gotten to a point where you're ready to let it go. You're ready to really like look at it and observe what you've been carrying this whole time and how it's been blocking you from how you want to feel, but also how it's guiding you there too. Because what you want to feel is at peace and tranquility inside of you, but you also want to feel what? Possibility, they're saying. What about why possibility? They're saying that you want to feel your own expansiveness in the ability to shift your own energy because you see, this is all subconscious, because you see the possibility in being able to. And if you are shown or guided through how to do it, then you take that skill and you can move forward with it and apply it anywhere you want to. And so it's not necessarily about, I don't want to feel this anymore. I just want to feel differently. So why did I have to take this on in the first place? But it comes down to, I wanted to have the experience of all of the different spectrums. I wanted to experience what it felt like to feel one way. And then I wanted to experience having the empowered feeling of knowing that I can change my experience of who I am, and then witnessing the possibility available to me and having that ability and what I can do now that I know how to do that and the possibility available to me on the other side of doing it. Okay. So it's like a gift that you are giving yourself, which is the gift of having the capacity to shift who you believe that you are and feeling the possibility both inside of that capacity and on the other side of it too. Okay, what else do you want them to know about this? They're saying the possibility is you. It's not what you do with it, it's who you are. What else? What do you mean by that? They're coming back here. The possibility exists here. When we want to perceive what's possible for us, we do the same thing. We don't look here, we look out there. Well, what are they doing? And there's so much validity in that because other people act as mirrors too, and they can change our opinions of what's possible. When we see them doing something that we didn't know was possible, then it expands our spectrum of what we believe is possible, and we expand as a byproduct of that. Or they're saying, or we witness someone doing something that we perceive to be incredible, and we tell ourselves, well, I can't do that though. And what they want you to begin to do is look at the core inside of you, the core of who you are that's telling you that. That's telling you, well, I can't do that though. I don't have the ability to do what they're doing. And witnessing how you're denying the possibility that exists here. Even though you're being reflected what's possible out there, you're denying that it's possible for you in here. What else? Okay, they're showing me a cord that's being plugged into the wall and it's just lighting up this beautiful white light on the other side. What does that mean? They're saying that this is going to be an experience of showing you how to plug yourself in to light yourself up because you've been unplugged for too long. You've been so focused on what's going on out there and making that mean something about what's going on in here. And they want you to focus on the possibility that exists here. and allowing that to determine the possibility that exists out there. So you're plugging into your own energy rather than witnessing other people doing that and remaining unplugged yourself. Anything else that you want them to know about this? They're just saying believe in your own capacity for change and brilliance. Why? Because that's what you want. Ultimately, what you want is to believe in you, but you just haven't been giving yourself permission to, because there's a belief system underneath that that says that you're not worthy of that, you're not capable of that. And you're ready to look at that and release that. Anything else? And again, they're showing me this expansive, starry space. And they're showing how that expansive, starry space exists inside of you. You're made up of exactly the same stuff that's out there. It's all the same. It's all the same chemical compounds. It all exists in here. And so that expansive tranquility, peacefulness, possibility that you're trying to get to out there, it also exists in here. And they're saying they're okay. They're saying that you're the plug. It's here, that you are actually so much brighter than what exists out there. And you are the energy source that lights that up. We've been looking at it the wrong way. We've been believing that we have to access something out there in order to feel lit up in here, but it's the other way around. The light exists in here. And when we become our own energy source, that is evoked through us, and then we become the light that shines brightly out there. We become the source of the tranquility and the peace and the possibility and expansiveness. And we give that meaning to the universe rather than the universe giving that meaning to us. Is there a different way that you want to express that? Okay. Yeah, they're just saying that you're dimming your light without realizing it by believing that there's something out there that you have to live up to. And it's time to look at it the other way. What can you feel inside of you that you can then be the light for out there? You are the power source. There's nothing out there that's going to give it to you or to find. It's about changing the meaning of who you believe that you are, because who you actually are is the power source, but you haven't been seeing it that way. What else? Now they're just showing me your feet at the edge of the ocean in the sand and watching the waves softly come up onto your feet, standing there and cleansing and clearing and washing away any old belief systems, grounding you down into your sense of self and feeling at ease and at peace inside of you. And that's where they want to take you today. But they're saying it's up to you to walk to the water's edge. You have to give yourself permission to walk up there and to meet them there. And if you meet them, essentially, if you meet yourself there, then you're giving yourself the doorway in to what you're seeking. You have to be willing to walk to the water's edge. You have to be able to let the waves of emotion gently lap up onto your toes, so to speak. And it's going to feel cold at first. It's going to feel scary and uncomfortable and dark and deep and unknown. But after a while, it begins to feel warmer and you begin to feel the sand between your toes and you realize that it's actually quite peaceful. There's nothing scary about it. It's it's calming, it's healing, and now they're showing over time you'll tiptoe deeper and deeper and you'll feel more and more comfortable going deeper because it won't be so scary anymore and the water won't be as cold anymore. And they're just showing you very slowly tiptoeing in deeper into the ocean. And the ocean is essentially the feelings and emotions that exist inside of you. And today is going to be just you walking up to the water's edge and allowing the soft waves to lap up against your toes. And they're giving you permission to determine how deep you want to go. And there's no rush with this. There's no pressure with this. There's simply your willingness to try. Anything else that you want to say? They're just saying they're so grateful and happy that you're here, and they're extending all of their love to you in this moment for being here with them. Okay. All right. They want to transition now from this message into the experience part of this guided and grounded episode. Just want to double check. Are you ready for them? Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to guide you through an experience of everything we just talked about, turning in and finding the energy source within you by identifying the discomfort that lives in here, learning how to sit with it and feel it, and over time release it so we can shift your belief system about you and you can access the tranquility and possibility that exists in here. So if you're driving or distracted or doing something, I encourage you to come back to this video when you have a few minutes where you can be uninterrupted. Okay. So pause it and come back if that's something that you need to do. And if you're ready to get started, I want you to find uh, a place on your own by yourself that's quiet and private, and you can sit or lie down, and they just want you to get comfortable. Get comfortable, close your eyes, and they want you to imagine in your imagination, in your mind's eye, that you're sitting at the water's edge. And it's a beautiful sunny day, and the ocean water is clear and blue, and you're sitting in the pure white, soft sand, staring out at the ocean. And you're just watching the waves just gently come up onto the sand, moving back and forth. There's almost no wind. The water is very calm today. And they're just showing the water just ever so slightly coming up, grazing your feet, just the edges of your toes, and then retreating back. And you're just there sitting and allowing yourself to enjoy this moment of the cool water coming up, tickling your feet, and then slowly retreating back. And now they want you to focus as you're sitting there by the water on your heart center and allowing whatever emotion is there to be present. allowing any uncertainty that you've been facing in your life, any worry, any hesitancy to come to the surface and just be here with you right now. Anything that you've put at the back of your mind that's been just like ruminating, they want you to bring it front and center. And not necessarily focus on why you're feeling that way, what circumstances are creating those feelings, but just have the experience itself. Like feel the feeling of uncertainty, of worry, of, they're saying, insignificance, of stuckness, feeling unworthy of something, feeling shame around something, feeling invalidated around something. And they want you to just allow that emotion to be here and just breathe through it and notice the heaviness that suddenly is here with you now as soon as that emotion is being given permission to be present. Feeling a lot of heaviness in my chest, maybe some pressure in the forehead, tension in the forehead and the skull and the jaw, tension in the neck and shoulders, lower back as well. I'm feeling someone with knee pain and just noticing how that emotion is bringing up all of this discomfort in your physical body too. All of a sudden, you're becoming aware of this discomfort, that it's present inside of this experience. And they're just saying, let it. Let it, just like you're letting the ocean lap up against your toes. Just let it gently be here. Notice any resistance to wanting to do that, frustration with it, frustration with the aches and pains that you might be feeling now, wanting that to go away, and moving deeper into your heart center. They're showing me just focusing on a light in your chest and extending compassion to this very human experience that you're having. Of course, you want this pain to go away. Of course, you want to feel better. Of course, you just want to feel peace. And the more frustrated that you get that you haven't been able to, that doesn't really help. It's not changing your experience. It might even be exacerbating it. So they're saying, instead of becoming frustrated, allow it. Just breathe deeply and say, I welcome you. Notice where you're hesitating doing that because there's fear in this physical discomfort getting worse. And just deep breathing deeply, fully relaxing into the surface that you're sitting on or lying down on. Visualizing the warmth of the sun on your skin at the beach, the cool breeze around you, the cool water lapping up against your feet. And now they're showing me that you begin to lie down on the beach, allowing your full body to just ease into the sand. It feels warm under your skin. It's soft. And you allow the water to lap up a little further. It comes up to your ankles and your calves and then slowly retreats. And you're just lying there, enjoying the experience. Your whole body is just sinking deeper into the sand. And all of the discomfort in your physical body is just dropping down to the ground. And all you feel is the warmth of the sun and the cool water now lapping up against your hips and your stomach. And it feels so good to let it, just to let it take away all of the tension in your body. And they want you to witness how it feels to just relax. As soon as you give yourself permission to relax, what does that change in terms of your experience? Is the discomfort still there? If so, has it changed? Has it shifted? Have you momentarily forgotten about the discomfort that you were feeling emotionally? And they just want you to notice how it's so easy to shift your experience. The mind remembered what was bothering it. And as soon as the mind remembered what was bothering it, the body followed. As soon as the mind forgot what was bothering it, the body followed. And the discomfort that exists inside of you is existing in your mind, not your body. The body is just reacting to what thought evoked it. And you have the power to shift your attention from one thought to another. And in doing that, shift your physical experience inside of who you are too. And they really want you to witness that. That as soon as you shift your focus, your entire experience of you changes. What else do you want them to see? Where else do you want to take them? Okay. They want you to come back to your heart center and to allow your light to be witnessed. So they're just saying they want you to witness the possibility inside of what you just experienced, that you are the possibility. You just shifted your experience of you. You shifted your frequency, you shifted your energy, your physical body changed. You just performed the changing of the experience that you were looking for, which was to access peace and tranquility and possibility. And you just did that in a second. Even if it wasn't complete, even if there's still discomfort there, you shifted your experience even just like a minuscule amount. It's a demonstration of what's possible. Okay, where do you want them to go from here? And now they want you to focus on whatever doubt might be present for you, where you are doubting your ability, where you're doubting your worth, where you're doubting your capacity to create something or shift something or change something. And they want you to see that this doubt is getting in your way from witnessing the possibility and the capacity that's here. This doubt is a reminder of what? Of where to turn the next time it surfaces. The doubt that exists inside of you is a reminder of the energy that you witnessed in your infancy, that you took on as yours because you wanted to belong. And it's been living inside of you ever since. And you just had an experience of shifting your energy, shifting your focus, shifting your experience without the doubt there. And so for a second, for a minuscule second, you let it go. And so now what? The doubt is going to come back because it it's there's still a part of you that wants to feel it. There's still a part of you that wants to belong, and there's still a part of you that is a little bit afraid of letting it go because letting the doubt go completely creates a lot of uncertainty. The doubt keeps you safe. The doubt protects you from what might be experienced without it. And you don't know what that's going to be. It could be really intense. And so, what they want you to see is the doubt is just there to help you experience your ability to shift your experience in small waves. And every time you tiptoe up to the water's edge and you go a little bit deeper, the doubt will ebb away a little bit more. But this is about an experience that happens as a process, not a one and done thing. And the doubt is just there as a protective mechanism so that you don't dive into the deep end and feel overwhelmed. Anything else that you want them to know? So they're saying that they want you to extend gratitude for the doubt that you feel. They want you to just take a moment to come back to your heart space and thank the doubt for being here. Because the doubt that's here is the younger version of you that's saying, I'm scared. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of being left out in the cold. I'm afraid of not belonging. I'm afraid of what's going to happen to me. I'm afraid of not knowing, not understanding. And I'm feeling doubt because I'm scared. And you're taking that younger part of you, you're taking their hand and you're saying, we're going to do this together. You're allowed to be here. Thank you for protecting me. We'll go slow. And they just want you to allow the water. It's shallow, it doesn't come up over your head, but you're just lying there on the sand with gratitude in your heart for the doubt that exists inside of you. And you're just feeling the water coming all the way up, washing over your entire body, feeling the cool, clear crispness of it, just washing away all of the doubt that you just let in, just washing it away. All of the discomfort, all of the fear. In this moment, you're allowing it to just wash away, feeling the tranquility of the cool water on your skin and the warm sand underneath you. And they just want you to open your heart to you in this moment, feel gratitude for taking the time to have this experience, for giving yourself permission to feel all the things that might have come up, and also for acknowledging that this might take time and practice and patience, and that you're going to have to come back to the water's edge more than once, more than twice, repeatedly, often, in order to better understand how to slowly release the doubt and feel the calm, tranquil possibility inside of allowing, allowing you, allowing your experience of you, and choosing peace within you. And that this peaceful place inside of you exists here anytime you want to come back to it. Anytime you want to walk up to the water's edge, it exists inside of you to do so. And you can call upon all of your spirit team to guide you through it. But ultimately, it's going to be a practice of turning in, closing your eyes, getting calm, and choosing peace. And the more you do it, the easier it will become because it'll be practiced. And um, and you'll figure out what's needed, they're saying. You're going to understand what to do. This was just one example guiding you through one small experience. And over time, you'll build confidence in what experience is needed in any given situation because you'll have the tools inside of you to access them. I just want to thank you for being here with them today, for engaging in this experience with them and with you. And they want to leave you with one more thing: patience. To have patience with you in learning how to be differently inside of you, in witnessing the belief systems that you've been unknowingly clinging on to, and recognizing that it takes time to let them go, and that there's wisdom in their presence, that they're here to guide you, not deter you. You can't access the possibility without the struggle, is what they're saying. And the struggle is what? Time. They're saying that there's this belief system that it should happen in a certain amount of time. And that's what's creating the struggle. So let go of the idea that it should take a certain amount of time. Just allow it to take the time that it takes. Allow your process to look however it's going to look. And there's wisdom in that. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me inside of this experience today. Take as much time as you need to gather your thoughts and come back to the present moment, opening your eyes, kind of taking a deep breath, processing what this experience was for you and what you might need moving forward from it. And if there's clarity that's missing, they're saying to give it time, clarity will come. Just focus on this practice, finding tranquility inside of you. The clarity will come through the tranquility. When you access it, that's where it's going to come through. Okay, I would love to hear your thoughts about how this was for you. You can leave your comments below this video, or you can message me on social media. I would love to hear from you. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to experience more of these. And I will see you next week in the next episode of Guided and Grounded. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye.